just learned that Hunter Biden has pleaded not guilty to 9 federal tax charges brought against him. The plea was entered by Hunter Biden himself during an arraignment in federal court in downtown Los Angeles. The president's son was charged last month with 3 felonies and 6 misdemeanor counts in the 56-page indictment from the special counsel who has been investigating him. If convicted on all charges, Hunter Biden faces up to 17 years in prison. And so this has been a serious case, a long saga in getting here. Let's bring in ABC News Live anchor Kana Whitworth. She's outside that Los Angeles courtroom. And Asha Rangappa, who's a legal contributor and assistant dean at Yale-Jackson School of Global Affairs. Kana, let me begin with you there at the courthouse. You know, for those who haven't kept up, how did we get here and what's the significance of this plea?
Yeah, well, first of all, this is just essentially the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Hunter Biden's legal woes, right? So this is a long time coming. We're down here at the federal courthouse in Los Angeles, where you just mentioned that, to no surprise to anybody, he did plead not guilty to these tax charges, and he did enter that plea himself. So right now, what's still going on, Terry, is they're still discussing arraignment and a status conference. That is ongoing, so we'll bring you that information as soon as we get it. But essentially, his legal team could file a motion to dismiss, but also this now has the potential to go to trial. It would go in front of a jury, and it is entirely possible that that would be playing out at the same time that his father is running for a second term as president, Terry.
Absolutely a complication for his dad. But really, Asha, this is a very serious moment for Hunter Biden. These are serious crimes he has been charged with. If convicted, I said he faces 17 years. Obviously, he's going to put up a fierce defense, but he acknowledges he was engaged in a florid addiction to drugs at the time of this and was just really out of control. If he's convicted, what might happen to him?
Well, I think really the focus here is how strong the prosecution's case is. I mean, obviously, they have proof that Hunter Biden did not pay taxes during this time, but he did eventually repay them. And typically in this kind of case with these amounts of money where the defendant has, or where the non-taxpayer has made efforts to repay them, this would be it's a little bit of a harder case to bring because you have to show that state of mind, that that criminal intent. So I will really be interested to see how strong their overall case is, especially given how long they waited to bring these charges, almost 5 years, right under the statute of limitations.
Well, in part because there was that very complicated plea deal where the defense and prosecutors are trying to wrap up a gun charge against Hunter Biden by putting him in a diversion program and also get immunity for all these tax crimes, alleged tax crimes, and that fell apart there. And so now here we are in federal court in Los Angeles. And let me go back to Kana on that. Have we heard from Hunter Biden? Have we seen him today? This is, as I say, a very serious moment in a life that has been full of struggle in recent years.
That's certainly true. So he did enter the courthouse in SUVs. He sort of went in around the side of the courthouse. So we haven't seen him yet. But this was a very, very quick moment in court for him, and we knew that it would be, right? We're talking about Pacific time. It started at 1. He had pleaded by at least 1:05. And as you mentioned, and part of that other plea deal, I mean, this was a moment in court that in all likelihood Hunter Biden never thought he would see, right? Because he had initially agreed to this, what some call it, Republicans called it a sweetheart plea deal. Democrats looked at that plea deal as him taking responsibility for what he did. But in the end, that judge there in Delaware, as she said, she refused to rubber stamp it. And so now here we are, Terry. He has gone from essentially looking at probation to potentially 17 years in prison. He's also pleaded not guilty to those felony gun charges. But if he gets, convicted of those, it could move to some 25 years in prison. And if I can, Terry, Olivia Rubin was just in the courtroom, and she just stepped out here. I'm going to bring her in so maybe she can keep us updated, because I bring you in because Terry just asked me, have you seen Hunter Biden yet? And I haven't, but you have.
It was a pretty standard way that we've seen, Hunter Biden. Usually he was in the courtroom, quite calm, quite collected. This is something that, as we've talked about, Hunter has become quite acclimated to. It's not his first court appearance. So, I would also note that Hunter was brought into the courtroom a little bit early and actually was sitting in the courtroom for about 15 minutes, which is right about around how long this court hearing will end up being. So sitting with his lawyers, looking back and forth, chatting. He cracked a smile every once in a while. So very calm, very collected hearing so far.